I can't even really put into words how excited I am to get into this one because it's been a long time coming and it is finally time right now to get into my review of the new series, X-Men 97. What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the channel today for another review because, yes, today, folks, we're getting to my review of the new series, X-Men 97, coming to Disney Plus March 20th. And yes, on March 20th, the first 2 episodes are going to drop, and then you have a new episode dropping weekly with a total of 10 episodes. And my only issue with that is by checking out the first 3 episodes, this may be one of the first time ever, and I think this is just truly the fandom in me talking, that I wish they would have just dropped all the episodes all together because I really cannot wait. And the first 3 episodes are amazing. The first 2 episodes that you're going to get on March 20th absolutely is going to have you high and wanting more instantly. And I gotta tell you, just having that extra episode that I watched that you won't watch initially doesn't do you no better because I'm still on that same high. But yeah, with the episodes coming out Wednesday, I felt like they dropped and missed the opportunity here. Why not drop this on Saturday mornings? I mean, y'all hit all the nostalgia with all the promotional work, the trailers and all the stuff that y'all have done. Why not make this just go back to the roots here of a Saturday morning cartoon? And with that being said, yeah, it does hit all of the nostalgia because, man, if you were a fan of the X-Men animated series, I mean, this is a dream come true. And it does very much continue on from season 5. So this is not a new version of the X-Men. This is just it picking up where it left off at. And obviously some time has passed here with it being 2024 and technology has gotten better. So the animation looks more polished. You obviously are getting this in high def. So obviously the resolution that you're getting is full screen now. And then even the voice acting, process has become much more seamless for folks. So, folks don't have to go into studios no more to record. You record in your home office or closet, as many people have said. But listen, man, with some of the voice acting cast coming back, which is, that's just a blessing in its own right there. You're getting the original theme song and opening, which that right there, if it doesn't get you hype, I don't know what to tell you. And even when you look at some of the new voice actors that's a part of this, like Ray Chase is one of my favorite voice actors. I think one of my favorite roles of his is Final Fantasy, being playing the lead character in Final Fantasy 15 in Noctis. Him stepping in here as Cyclops, I'm digging it, man. So this is like a dream come true for so many reasons because more X-Men. Then you're calling back to one of the most iconic animated series of all time. And then really approaching this with the utmost respect. I mean, you can go back and watch the original first 5 seasons on Disney Plus, jump into this, and it's just seamless. Yes, it looks more polished, but I mean, even if anybody of any other animation or cartoon or anime, whatever it may be, you see that things get better over time. But I'm telling you right now, the storytelling just only got better. There's so much to talk about here, and I really don't want to spoil anything, but I'm going to tell you a couple of different things here. First off, I'm trying to tell you, man, with the animation being improved, that just allows so much more opportunities for things to occur on screen. So when you're talking about the powers and how folks' powers are being used, I'm talking about like you having so many different attacks now and different team ups. And I know they hinted at stuff in the trailers, but oh my goodness. Oh, there's so much more to come with this, okay? And I knew there was some unnecessary bickering about Morph, and I'm not even going to get into it, but I promise you Morph will be one of your favorite characters one episode in. They use Morph like I mean, this is exactly how you want to use this character, but I'm telling you, it's all that and more. Morph is absolutely a character that is used to serve the fans. Fan service galore with Morph. And there's so much good banter with this character, with so many other characters. And I will go as far as saying that, like, while yes, when you were kids watching this show absolutely matured over time. So I totally love how we have missed the show, but it also has grown and matured much like we have. So yeah, you can expect some funny dialogue coming from Morph in a way when you're like, oh, they're going there, huh? And yes, Morph is completely a fan favorite without a doubt. And Morph is voiced by J.P. Carlack, who some of the work, kind of looking at JP's dialogue, catalog here, definitely very lengthy. I think one of the most notable. I mean, if you're a Gundam fan, you're absolutely recognize his voice. But listen, the resume is very, very long here with JP, and coming in as Morph, I think it's safe to say that this may be the best performance yet. I'll just say that because Morph is so fun, so much creativity with Morph, easily will become your favorite. But like the action, the way how they provide the action, then they layer it with the score, like you feel what's happening on screen to the point that it's so good. You just happen to just kind of just like smirk and like rejoice, where you're just like, wow, I just can't believe this is happening, and it's happening at the level that it's happening. Like, you really, really, really cannot miss out on this one. Like, I know there's a lot of hype with a lot of different things right now, but truly, this right here is something you want to ensure you go out the way and watch each and every week, because just the responsibility that this team has taken with essentially reviving one of the hottest cartoons and not turning it into something else, but just evolving it to the next step, the next season. So like, yeah, it keeps that nostalgia intact. It allows you to appreciate the previous seasons and obviously the previous animated series per se. But then coming to this and just like the icing on the cake here. So good. But yeah, there's bunches of laughs there. You know, there's old beef that's resurrected. I mean, they pick up on a lot of different things. Like listen, if you're really big into the Easter eggs, there's a lot of them in here. And I will say, for the episodes being, you know, just about 30 minutes, if you are a diehard X-Men fan, I'm going to tell you that, like, if you're deep into the lore, you're going to pick up on so many things so quickly. And I don't think that's something that will ruin the experience, because if you know, you know what I mean? So yeah, you're definitely going to be able to like, I know what they're about to do, or I know who that is, and so on. So like, you definitely will be so engaged on so many different levels with this, because I think it provides to the diehards. I think it provides to this next new generation of folks who may want to get into the X-Men, especially with a lot of the X-Men stuff coming live action in the MCU. And I think it also just is another good title in terms of the Marvel animated studios. So like, the fact that like everybody can really come into this and get something from it is truly dope. And as I said earlier in this review, when you hear that title screen, when you hear the theme, oh, it's on and popping. There's no turning back from that. Your hairs and your arms are going to raise. You're going to get that spine chill, because you cannot believe what's happening is happening. And yes, it's real. And 10 episodes of it with a fantastic voice acting crew, with, you know, some of the OGs coming back, and then very new and notable and up and coming voice actors being a part of this as well too. So like, it's just a good ensemble of folks, both in terms of the production, directing, and the voice acting, the animation, all of that coming together to revive one of the most iconic series of all time. Now, beggars can't be choosers, but I'm telling you right now, they need to get back to work because I've only seen 3 episodes and I need them to be already thinking about the next few seasons of X-Men 97 because I need more X-Men right now. This is really, really good. One thing I will say for you all, because I don't want to spoil anything for you, but I will say that the trailers definitely gave some really cool moments, but that's just the tip of the iceberg. But I honestly feel they shouldn't even have gave that away. Like the Gambit and Wolverine team up, that was lit. And it was definitely a point where I was like, that's so cool. I hope that's not like the biggest moment that they got, and it's not. There's some really cool stuff with Storm. Magneto comes in, and then I don't even feel like I need to really talk about what this season is about, but it picks up after season 5 where Professor X is no longer the leader of the X-Men because he's deceased, and now who's the leader? And so Cyclops sort of assumes that role, but Cyclops is also maturing too, getting ready to start his family with Jean, and that really has everybody kind of up in the air like, well, what do we do? Only for Magneto to come in and say, I have to carry on Professor X's legacy, but in my way. And thus, he now states that he's the leader of the X-Men. And that's not stopping the world around him because people still don't like X-Men. Or mutants, shall I say. So that's going to be problematic. And will Magneto be able to go about things more of a Professor X way, or will he continue to handle business the way he usually has? So all those things are going to be happening. One thing I will say that each character absolutely will have their moment in the first 3 episodes. While I know a lot of who's involved with this has already been released, you're not going to see all the mutants that has been announced. Like Nightcrawler, he's not in the first 3 episodes, so I have not seen Nightcrawler yet, but you definitely see Magneto, Bishop, Jubilee, Gambit, Beast, Rogue, Morph, who's easily the favorite if you ask me, Wolverine, Storm. Ooh, Storm is so good. I can't even tell you what's going to happen with Storm, but the Storm story arc is insane. Jean Grey and Cyclops. So, and the villains are coming. I don't want to give anything away, but the villains are coming. Signals are there and so on. So, a lot in store in these first 3 episodes. First 2 coming March 20th. Then you're getting a new one weekly. I cannot wait to check it all out. And neither should you, because it's going to be a ride. But yes, if you are hyped, if you are excited for X-Men 97, get in the comments. Let me know all of that excitement in the comments below. But until then, y'all stay tuned because we got more content and reviews here at Big Gold Belt Media coming to you very soon. Thank you for watching.
I